everyone. Today I just want to talk to you a little bit about the etiquette of being in a comedy show. These days people seem to be under the misapprehension that everything is about them. It's not, particularly if you're going to see a performance, whether you're going to see a comedy show, a band, even a dog show. I don't care, it's not about you, it's about the performers in the show. So I've got a few tips today just about the etiquette that surrounds that. First of all, it's not a conversation, it's a show. If a comedian initiates a bit of a chat with you when you're in the audience, that's fine, go along with it, but when the comedian moves on, that's not an invitation, that is him telling you or her telling you to stop there. Don't keep chatting after they've stopped. Be on time to the performance. If you've got a genuine reason like traffic or another show has run well over time and you haven't been able to make it there, that's okay. Just move into the room and sit quietly. If you've got friends in there, don't go looking for them. You can catch up after the show. You can't talk to them in the show anyway. But if your excuse is, oh, I just thought I'd turn up whenever I wanted, or I just had to finish my beer in the bar, that's not good enough. Don't go. You're obviously not that interested in seeing the comedy. This is a fairly obvious one. You get told this at the beginning of movies, at the beginning of all kinds of shows. Turn your phone off, or at the very least put it onto silent. Don't check it unless some emergency is like your pregnant wife has just gone into labour. Then by all means go out of the room and answer that. Otherwise, I don't care, don't answer your phone, just have it on silent. And while I'm on it, don't text or use Facebook. You're not that important, alright? Like, it's maybe a big, I know I'm talking to you right now, but you're really not that important in the greater scheme of things. If you can't put it aside for an hour that the show lasts, you've got a problem. Look, chatting, people will often be sitting in a room before the show for maybe about 5-10 minutes while they're waiting for the rest of the audience to come in. Have a chat with your friends, but particularly in a festival environment, you've got to be aware that the majority of these comedians are separated from you by a curtain. They can hear what you say, whether it's about that strange itch that you have, your opinion of their performance, or what you did last night. They can hear you, so really be aware of that. And also, it's the same as you're leaving the room. They're still behind that curtain. They can hear what you're saying about them. This is going to sound really obvious for a comedy tip. Laugh out loud if you find something funny. There are a lot of people who they don't laugh. They enjoy them, or at the very least, make it look like you're enjoying yourself. Comedians, believe it or not, thrive on laughter, preferably at a punchline, but they thrive on laughter. So, if they think something's going wrong if parts of the audience aren't laughing. Also want to say, there are a few people who do this. It's usually if you're in a bit of a group. Don't repeat the punchline just after the joke's finished. We all heard it, we all got it, and it was funnier when the professional did it. Also, don't be surprised if a comedian tells a joke that you've already heard, particularly if it was on this year's gala or something else like that. If you saw it on the gala, there's a likelihood that that's the reason why you went to the show. It's going to be, of course it's going to be in the show. It's there to be a little taster of what you're going to get in the show. So, don't nudge your friend and go, oh, this was on the gala, oh, it's old material. It's probably not, it's just that, they're actually advertising their show. I'm talking about manners. You may not care about the show that you're seeing, you may have got a free ticket, but you've got to be aware that other people in that room, they really want to see this show. This is perhaps the only show that they're going to see this comedy festival, and they've been looking forward to it. So don't ruin their time, and it really is just a manners thing. Everyone's there to enjoy themselves. So, if you're a bit of a dick in the audience, you're not only, if you continue doing it, you're not only going to turn the comedian against you, but the rest of the audience will also hate you, and no one wants that. That's really all I have to do, all I have to say. So, you know, hopefully I'll see you around. Unless you're one of these idiot people, then, you know, you hope that you're not going to see me.
Cool. Hi guys, Steve from Word of Mouth Reviews. We're just going to go through a few tips for the festival, just little things that we've learnt over the time that may be of use for you. The first thing I did want to say is, if you're going to buy tickets and you're interested in seeing a show and you've been hearing hype, so have a lot of other people, buy your tickets early. Things sell out very, very quickly. A lot of the rooms carry 40 people. We've had 800 hits with Geraldine, and if 5% of the people that buy tickets, it's 40 tickets, that will sell out a room on a night by itself. So really, if you're interested in seeing a show and you're hearing hype, buy your tickets early, buy it at home. You can print them out on the net, you don't have to deal with any lines. It's very, very easy. Speaking of lines, one thing that we definitely recommend is, if you're buying tickets, try to buy them on the day. If you're buying them in the venue, Town Hall box office is open during the day, so you can buy tickets there. Or if you're buying tickets during show times, you can buy them from the individual venues that you're going to, and there's quite regularly, they're a lot quieter, so it makes it a bit easier to get tickets. If you're buying tickets for 2 or 3 shows in a night, try to leave about half an hour between shows. That allows for shows to run over, start early, rain and traffic problems, going from venue to venue. There's lots of venues, so usually about half hour is a good timing. You can push it to say 15 minutes if you know where you're going, exactly what you're doing, but we don't really recommend it. It's much easier to relax. You don't want to be running around and then diving into a show and being all, you know, not relaxed. You know, you want to be relaxed and easy going into the show. When you're getting to the shows, check your tickets before you go. Make sure you've got the right date, time, and you're going to the right venue. We've seen it all the time, people turning up at Trades Hall when there's supposed to be a town hall. It's very easy to do. Some of us have done it. So check your tickets before you go. It's a very easy thing to do. Check if it's a Sunday, see if it's an hour earlier. Quite regularly it's an hour earlier, some of the shows, so double check that. And then when you get to the venue, check the room, because all the shows are in different rooms as well. So you need to just be aware of that, and that makes it just, again, a bit easier, so you're not rushing. When you're sitting in the room, feel comfortable to sit near the front or in the front seats. If everybody sits in the second seat and nobody sits in the front, you are the front seat. But don't feel worried about sitting in the front seat. A lot of the shows are scripted shows, or the comedian's got an idea of what they want to do. They're not going to bring you in to the conversation unless you do something silly, or you run late, or you're on your phone, or something like that. Otherwise, they'll leave you alone, and you can sit there and enjoy and laugh, and you'll have no problems. When you're buying, just touching back on when you're buying your tickets, if you're going to buy your tickets, know the name of the show. Don't go up and say, I want to see that show at 7:30, it's a comedy show. There is hundreds of shows in the festival, and probably 20 or 30 at the same time, different venues. So know the name of the show. Also, I've found it very helpful is to have a second backup show, so that when you go up to buy it and it's sold out, you don't have to wait at the end of the line or wait for everybody else to go through the festival guide and pick out a second show. Have a couple of shows in mind, and then even buy tickets for multiple shows. The other thing that is a recommendation that we do is half ticks. Quite regularly you can see a show that you don't know anything about, or you can try a new comedian, because you can get tickets at half price for the same day performance. So if you come in on a Saturday, you can go to half ticks, buy tickets for a show, and quite comfortably see a show for half the price. So it's a really good tip. That's it for the time being. We look forward to seeing you again soon.